Like when I went and had my staff and this person scammed me and got contracts and all this stuff and was lying about having the information and having the money, I can understand that. That's out of my control. But what you control, you lie about?
Yeah.
Like I said, the moment you went silence on me, you lied.
Yeah.
Because that's how I'm going to see it. You lied. I'm going to have a 6 o'clock call with you. I'm about to put money in the bank. You lied. I don't fuck with liars.
All the text messages I got, and this and that since November.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just to me. He goes, well, I said, and what you do is you do this. You go in there and say, yeah, I'm so excited. I just did a catch-up call with LT. She's so cool. You guys, you know LT, you were working with her Valerie, right? He goes, wait a minute. I thought she said, aren't you guys working there to see what Andre says about me? He goes, I need to see, because his perspective may be different. I go, what perspective can you differently have if you have somebody working and doing stuff for you that takes and that you get the job? You got to pay them. Any court of law. It's called, it's a term that is basically, I was working in faith and you had me working in faith to abuse the relationship. There's a legal term of that you will get in a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble for that, yeah. That's damn near embezzlement.
Basically, is what it is. Basically. And don't sit there and say, well, I never signed your contract, so you weren't technically working. Oh, when I was looking for a house that I was looking for, you gave me a reference for being one of your employees. So you knew that was based, and everything you said was based on the contract that you had me draw up, and you said, I'm signing off on it. This is good as gold.
Yeah, and even then, though, a contract's not necessary when you have text messages and other forms of communication that fall in line
when you have the work that you submitted and accepted. And it's not like I did it one time and you realize, well, I don't want to work with her. Then you tell her, you end the relationship. You don't still say, yeah, I'm doing this. You don't know what I'm going through. Oh, by the way, did you have this other contract? Can you revise this? Can you do this? Still have me working months later. So any month. So now you owe me not just for August, September. You've owed me for August, September, and October. Yeah. And I don't get paid by the hour.
Right.
When you say we have a monthly agreement, we have a monthly agreement.
Monthly agreement. Right. Makes sense.
That's how it goes.
So what they owe you, what they knock you out of? You said 30, 40 grand?
It's either whether I decide to let him just give me $10,000 a month or $15,000 a month. I was set to be the second in charge under him. For
this tour, right?
Reunite the World. And he wanted me to come on and be a board of director for Power of One.
So let me ask you a question. I actually was thinking about getting a hold of Emma. And
Don't.
Don't?
She's under his spell too. Don't do it.
Okay.
She's under his spell because she's not getting paid by him like an employee. She's just an organization helping, and she will get paid when she drank the Kool-Aid. Emma ain't the girl. She ain't the one. She drank the Kool-Aid too.
Well, the decks that I did are going to be technically, the ones that I did for her too was in conjunction, but I'm not saying that she's it's under.
She's not responsible for that. It was all
it's all Power of One, and that's where the invoice was written to. So it's not like there's any question behind.
That's why you don't even need to go to her.
Right.
Just stay focused on Andre.
I actually sent him a text. Like right before you sent me that text, I was actually sending Andre a text too. I said, "What's up, young man? Hopefully all is well. Just checking on you, man. Trying to see where your head's at." So I said, and I put in capitals, I'm not going to the lawyers with this until I talk to you. I don't know. I said, I don't know James's deal, but I partner with you, brother. Reach out to me. Hope the baby's good, man. So hopefully you
know what? Then you should have never said, I'm not going to the lawyers without talking to you. You should send another back. Oh, by the way, that's talking to you this year. Let it know that there's a deadline, because then he'll just think, oh, he's not going to go until I call him. And that could be February, March.
Right.
No. He needs a deadline because he needs to feel the force of that deadline. He don't care about the deadline of your household, but he'll care about the deadline of you going to the lawyers. And you say, listen, let me reiterate this. I'm not, the lawyers have already been contacted. I haven't pushed the button on the lawyers to move forward until I talk with you. Hopefully we can rectify this before the end of the year. That's what you say.
No, I'm doing that right now, actually. I'm giving it to January 1.
Yep, because he will think he got all the time in the world. Okay? And see, he's putting things in bed. He knows that he owes people for Reunite the World, and that's on hold. So I think, and thank you, Holy Spirit, I think what's happening is that they've got that money sitting in escrow. But I think to be able to get all that money released, he had to do something smaller to show that I can promote these things. Because remember, Andre's not done anything this big before. He's got to prove to his people, and that's what I would do as an investor. What have you done lately to show me that this is a great idea? I like what you got. I like you got stuff. I like that you got the teams. I like you got this. But what has Power of One done? Now, if Power of the One is going to come and do a Super Bowl party, because the reason the guy was calling me, AC is doing this party. Are you going to be here in February for the? I said, you know what? If my team goes, I'm going to have to get there.
Wait, so when he went to the stadium, he wasn't going to the stadium to go check out the stadium for...
No, if he was in Vegas, he was going to go check out the stadium for Reunite the World. Absolutely. Because the Super Bowl is actually in Phoenix.
You're right.
So it has nothing to do. So if he was going there, he was going through that. And I know the person because Michael loves to brag. Yeah, my buddy, my business partner, Elizabeth, was the one that walked him into the stadium. So Andre's been dealing with Michael the whole entire time about Reunite the World, and Michael has been helping him by making the introductions to make sure that he is meeting with the right people. So when he's like, I got a guy, it's because it's all coming through Michael. Michael's like, I can't believe he's fucking you over like that. You're my girl. And I'm sitting there like, right. Michael, I've known you for a couple of years. The more we talk, we have never done any business together, and how we talk is because you like the Dallas Cowboys and I like the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk shit on Facebook. You see, the thing is, when you're on Facebook, people on Facebook feel like they know you and they feel connected to you. I said, all that I've gone through this year is become these 4 people. Then Andre hooked me up with some friend that wanted to pay me $2,500 to go help him get advertising sponsors and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, so where's the venue? What's the date? Who's the artist? Who's the host? He didn't have none of that.
Oh.
So I said, well, I can't help you unless we get this in order. And I saw that he was busted, so I said, I need to help you. And I started working as a producer, using my contacts to contact, Delray Davis and Bill Bellamy.
Are you talking about for Champions of the Mic?
Yeah. Chuck D and Too Short and KRS One and Busta Rhymes. And those are my friends. Those are my managers. I can call them booking agents and be like, yo, tell them to do this. This is what I'm doing.
Hey, you got numbers on, you know what? I know I can grab Spliff because he got a family member up here, but I'm definitely wanting to do a show like that for sure, because with me having Axbridge now, I wouldn't necessarily need to do the show there, but with them backing me, I definitely am looking to do a couple of more sponsored events by them. Like, for example, we have a couple of venues, the Caboose, the Fillmore, and a couple of other places where we can do it, because I know all of the the people who actually book the venues and who actually makes the decisions. So I'm definitely wanting to partner with you, because you sent me that template for the future stuff, right? Was that just in general?
I haven't sent it to you yet because I've been off and out. We were preparing for this cold snap. Tennessee acted like, oh my God. So I was running around getting stuff done. But I can send you the email that basically just shows the producer's letter of intent.
Yes.
Of this is what we will intend to do.
Okay.
For booking.
Okay.
And then you go into a more in-depth one. But my thing is like, I sent you the email. Basically, it's the same email that we did to you, but it was basically the agency was the lead. It would be you as the producer as the lead.
Okay, all right.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
So basically, you got it. It's just flipping everything, so it's you, the producer, talking to the artist.
Right. Because I'm gonna be in that position, so that way it'll fall on me, which I wanted to anyway. It's gonna so that way I can have all the hands in it. Because I really just want them. All you gotta do is cut the check, read the docs. That's it. We can handle all the rest, the logistics, the booking. Make sure that we got the space. Make sure we grab the shit. And so I know for sure, after the holiday, probably Tuesday when they open, I'll probably end up closing it Tuesday or Wednesday. Because if I can get this closed before the end of the year, then we'll be able to have from the beginning of the year and have this be a marquee event. So so this is going to be my first official project. I'm like, look, January 1 is going to be my start date, but here's what I have right now. This is what we need to do. This is the tentative that we spoke on.
Yeah, lock it down.
Get
this thing locked down because it's coming up so quickly. Y'all got to start marketing. At least put it on the calendar. Online.
Yep. And what that would do, because they have a really, really large, healthy following, so this is going to be an easy draw to pull.
Is this the only one they have?
No, we have 3 of them.
In other markets?
No, we have 3 of them. Like, there are 2 other suburban. Like, we got 2 wineries, like one in where is he's at the wineries were? One in Chaska
Well, that's in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, Axbridge, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's in a different city.
Yeah.
Scamvine.
Yep. You have the Scamvine Winery, and then the other winery. So it's 3 of them, and this is where the limo ride comes into play. So for example, I want to offer like 15 or 20 spots for the limo ride, so that way they can go do the tours of the wineries and then come back for the concert. They've already given it clear on that, but once it's on paper, then I'll be extremely more comfortable. Because look, I was always told in the beginning of my business journey, man, paperwork before the dream work. Dream work can get you to the destination, but paperwork gets you right.
And that's definitely what it is. So, are you meeting with them today?
No, I'm meeting with them on Tuesday because it's.
But are you submitting all your paperwork? I thought you said you were submitting paperwork on Friday.
So I'm submitting the paperwork on Friday, but we're going to meet on Tuesday.
Right. So, yeah, get it over there so they can look at it.
Yep.
I'm trying to get this thing cut so I can. They're coming after my car, and I'm like, they ain't gonna do nothing this one. Maybe next week. So I'm trying to get that check in.
Yeah. Let's get this done because if we get this done, we book this one, then I want to be able to book for the whole year. Because what that'll do is it'll get my riders in play, right? For someone like him, he's somebody that I would like to have probably come up twice a year because he was a part of James Brown's band too. His rider was immaculate, so it only makes sense to kind of.
We'll just figure out what other date and lock it in because then I have to go all the wine festivals, all the different jazz festivals. I have a list that I'm going to